Hey guys, welcome back to CodyCrafted. I've had the winch, which is hanging down here. I gotta mess with all that. But I've had the winch hanging on Biggie since April, and the last open house party we did, I threw it on there just to make sure it would work. I stacked some bed shims or something in there, and it's basically just been for looks since April. So, fail on my part, but it looks cool. The LP4s still aren't wired up either, but we got to get some stuff fixed. I got to get over here to the bandsaw. Let me show you what I'm doing.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
First things first, we got to make some spacers, and I'll show you why here in just a second. I got this block of 1 inch by 2 inch aluminum bar, and we need to space that bumper set up for feet forward, and it has a taper to it, and with the style of winch that I'm running, and I'll talk about it here in a second, but we gotta have a spacer. So 1 7-inch piece. Let's chop. All right, this bandsaw is mostly set up for stainless because we mostly do like exhaust stuff. So it's got a real fine tooth blade on it, but no worries. I'm gonna leave the factory cut edges from our supplier because they're probably squarer than what I just did. Anyway, so we gotta do a little layout here. Okay, so these are called transfer punches. Nothing special about them. You get a whole kit. They're great. We got the 2 holes popped in. Guys, I'm going to be real honest. I'm not being super precise on this because it's for me. And also, like, it's Friday night. I don't want to be here all night. So, transfer punch. 1, 2. This thing takes M10 bolts, so I am going with a 1/2 inch hole. As you can see, we've got our marks right there. Oh, you want to drill the hole? Get down. Shout out to MX Revival. If you guys don't watch him, he's hilarious. He rebuilds dirt bikes and does Arnold voices and Uncle Roger. Oh, Uncle Roger want to drill the hole. Don't cancel me. I haven't even started. You can't cancel me if I haven't been successful yet, I suppose. Okay, now that we got that done, deburr our holes. Deburring tool. These are lovely. If you don't have one of these, I talk about this every time, but don't shove it into your palm. I saw a guy do that one time. I think every time I pull this out, I tell people not to do that. All right, let's see how bad I have to fight this. Aha! Aha! He can be taught, folks. 1 bite at a time. That's it. Don't let your project overwhelm you. Find one thing that you can start doing that's going to make some progress. It's one of my goals this year is to get some of my project cars done-ish. They're never really done. Okay. At least now it's not going to fall out and land on my foot. All umpteen pounds of it. Okay. These are just long enough. Let's get some bolts. All right. Got in the bolt bin. Got me some M10 by 70s. Nice. Grade 10.9 from the fine folks at Kimball Midwest. Now we're on to something here. Okay, now the question is, do I need to go to 60s? back here. Yeah, we're bottomed out. And man, we're like almost tight. Sorry, I got the sniffles. I know, it's so appealing to our new audience. That's right, I said new audience. What, you didn't tell your friends about the CodyCrafted YouTube channel? What? That's not cool. Steve probably gonna edit that out. Let's see if we can get this sunbuck lined up. I'm gonna run a couple of wires. Do we got threads? Yeah, buddy. Oh, crap. The fairly, see, you guys are supposed to tell me about this. Can we catch the threads? Nope. All right, well, we're gonna have to go back to the 70s and add another washer because they're bottoming out on the backside. And they're really nice heavy duty bolts and I don't want to cut them down. Double flat washers, and I'm gonna bring a third with me just in case. That should give us a couple of millimeters. Go to your home. Who's your daddy and what does he do? Okay, now, let's see if we bottomed out. Really close, but I'm just gonna send it, bud. See that space? That space right there? That box right over there is supposed to go right there. And I really don't want to cut this part of the grill. And something stupid either may happen or may need to happen. So I want to get this ready. All right, so it's supposed to hit these 4 holes right here. But as you can tell, I got, what are you doing? I got, what? Oh goodness. Okay, I got an interference issue with this fancy Lexus grill. And I'm gonna wind up building a box to put it up on top at some point when I get around to it. It says you can actually mount it off to the side, but I still can't quite get there with this equipment. And they've got another little brace that holds it and you can clock it and do all that kind of crap. We're not really set up for that right now. Oh, there's my fancy spacers. Look at that. Aren't those pretty? Yeah. So for the weekend, because I have wife and kids waiting on me, I'm going to hang it with 2 bolts like this. And then we're going to cut and break something on the plasma table and like take it up. What are you doing? What'd you get? That's why when you guys call me, they go, how's it going? Never a dull moment. Oh, you want to see the leaks? Yeah, look at all that fun stuff. Yeah, my brand new Dobinson's track bar arm is like covered in oil. But I have that gasket, and we'll do that too. We'll do that too. I think I need a steering damper also. But like I say, for the weekend, let's get a wrench. Right there where you can't see. What the? Steve's laughing at me right now because he's like, you dumbo. We got lights that are magnetic. Don't try this at home, kids. This is the temporarily permanent hack fix. This is what this is. Some of y'all are probably not dirt bike guys, but dirt bike guys know T-handles are the way whenever you can. So much like faster and easier. You don't have to dig through a drawer full of crap. I got a little rack that holds them in place. Oh yeah, this is gonna be great for now. I'll just take home some big zip ties in case it falls off. All right, that's good. I don't want to over tighten and blow the threads out. Okay, this is our battery power. It's gonna go up here-ish. I hope you caught that. The good thing, let me fix this. There we go. The good thing about winches is they're usually pretty straightforward because they're color coded. So red goes to red, yellow to yellow.
What's wrong, dude? You yellow?
Nobody calls me yellow.
Sometimes when we do these on like the GXs and Land Cruisers and stuff, we have to make new cables or buy extended cables. But usually I'm to the point now where I just use welding cables. One of these is the ground. Negative goes next to the positive. This black cable D goes to the black terminal. Yellow goes to yellow. It's relatively straightforward, folks. The little wire is your voltage sensing. It always goes with your heavy ground. What I'm going to do is throw a couple of zip ties on here.
Meanwhile,
Well, as usual, the GoPro died. Battery went dead. You are all set up here. I've actually got it working. I got to get out of here. But I want to show you what's going on. Got the battery cables for the winch brought up here. There is some sheeting where it runs through down there. You guys can see the nice little snake there. We've replaced the battery terminal on this side already. This thing's long. I got to move the box. Whatever. I'm temporarily it up for at this minute. This battery tray's loose too. Let's get a wrench. But the more important thing, this is the Overland Vehicle Systems SCAR 10. Oh, I gotta turn it on. It has a switch. There we go. Has a switch. Hey, what do you know? Sweet. Hard to do one-handed. All right, here, you guys push that button. Push that button right there. Push it. Push it.
the snozberries taste like snozberries.
Alrighty. You gotta watch your fingers. Okay. Now, that's gonna stretch a little bit over time. We need to actually spool it, but if I have to use it, then I'll just have to spool it before I get done. So that's how you hack together a winch for the weekend. Next thing should probably be those lights. And I've got a little ram ball mount for the useless cubby in the dash. And we've got new gears for the power seats because the power seats are blowed out. I need to get new seat leather. That's going to be the next move. And we will go from there. So for right now, thank you for joining along. Be sure to check out the merch store down below. Be sure to check out our other videos. Tons of Broncos, tons of hot rod stuff, race car things. We got Mustangs, we got Camaros, we got all kinds of fun stuff. Appreciate you. We'll see you on the next one.